I couldn't join KADOKAWA contest at all. I tried my best. I had ideas, but I just couldn't commit such a simple things like trying to join one contest. If you don't know what KADOKAWA contest is, it is about to making your manga, and you can post there and you can win, or even have chance to work with manga editors. You can make your manga with dialogues or without dialogues. The best explanation about what this is from Gigag and Spill Ink videos. Go and check them out. I was looking up and watching videos from Spill Ink like I do every Friday because I love this YouTuber channel so much. And it inspired me to finally, after so long, to pick up pencil. Because when I was young, I was drawing with a pencil. I didn't have any digital things at all. And they were saying that there is this Kadakawa content when you can make your story and post it there and you can win these things, okay? When I was hearing this, I was like, I could try it, but I wasn't like, I don't know, expect that win something, or even have third place, or at all. I already have a low expectation. I was just like, I just wanna try it, okay? It's just 16 by 60 pages, and I can try one comic. I had one story I wanted to tell for so long, but I want to join to both, okay? To manga without dialogues and with dialogues. And I had already one shot which I didn't finish, and I was like working out because I wanted to do it already for a year, but I just didn't have any inspiration, motivation, and I was still thinking maybe I should pick up pen and I should try to continue and post it. Or I had new idea for the manga with dialogue, but and I wanted to tell this is not criticize Kodakawa contest at all. They have rights make the rules how they want, and I'm so grateful and give it the choice to amateur people to put their work that they can have chance to work with manga editors or win some prizes or just have chance somebody to read their mangas. But when I was reading the rules, there was like this size of pages and no violence, and I already had problem with it. Not like with the contents, it is just my personal problem. If you ever read my stories, my comics, you know I posted most of from in Tapas. I like Tapas websites much more than Webtoon because Webtoon is so freaking difficult to anything to post, and I hate so many things of Webtoon, especially now when they want add the I there, and how they people there overwork and have very less money from their work, and so many controversial of the Webtoon sites. Okay, I don't like Webtoon at all. Only thing what I like in Webtoon is that you have much more chance to get people to see your comics is like from Tapas because not everybody use Tapas. But Tapas is such a good website. You can schedule your chapters as well. You can edit them. You can even make GIF pages, which I love because I make small animation to my pages, like this one from FE Explayer, which is my favorite comics I ever made and still making. Despite is the most least favorite, least popular, I mean, comics from my readers, if there are some readers at all. But it's very special to my heart so much that I even dedicate second YouTube channel to make animation just for this comic series, which is fun comic series. This alternative universe from Undertale. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Undertale. So if you don't know, but I love so much this series, despite nobody like it. Because I put so much heart into this. I work in 1 year for these comic pages. And I still didn't post all of them I made. And I'm proud of it. But here's the problem. Like I said, the contents has only PNH and GPH the pages, right? But not GIF. And I'm used to GIF because with GIF you can have movements like this. But with PNH and GPH you can. It is without any animation, without any movements, right? It's just pages. And and that's what already without my style. Another thing is size. Size was B4, B5, but I don't use this size anymore. I use them, but now I use more the webtoon size, this long size, because it much more space for me, and I love to break in walls from these panels. You see, I really like to use this. Other thing is that I like experimenting. This is all of my comics, and all have other style. This one from FX Player is more colorful, it's more my style, and you see they have red lines, which I love to use the most. Then I my one shots I try to not bless mix manga with manhwa with this style of size, and but use the style of manga much more with the backgrounds and so, which I really like this manga shoujo style I put in this one shots. Very like, and I wanted this one shots put in the KADOKAWA contest, but uh yeah, because the size is already there, and like I said, I already worked in 1 year for it. I just didn't finish it. It will be very difficult to make size the B5. Not it difficult, but it won't be the same, It won't be the same. Plus, like I said, you can see here, there are the panels. What I like to use the most, that I can go cross the lines. And there is this, which is not original like this, but is fun comics of Love and Space, Golden Apple, which is mix of manga, manhwa, as well the chorus and the black and white. And even it has just one chapter, and it has as well animation. You can see it is like this previous two. I just put in this one and mix it. And you can see already the movements, the lighting, which wouldn't we work in simple manga. It is not that I don't like the mangas with traditional drawing, not at all. I love it. There are so many talented mangaka who make just from black and white pages so beautiful artwork, which I can. You can already see my art style is very simplistic. It is not beautiful like any other mangaka. And because I know it is not so beautiful, I tried to compromise. I tried to add some other things like colors. I tried to add some other details, or like I said, animation, because I know that my art style is not so beautiful like other artists. Because if you see how much beautiful artwork nowadays making artists, it is mind blowing. And if you see my comics, you wouldn't think I just write for 1 year, which is not true at all. I read already all my life, but thing is, I didn't have any school or something to teach me. I mean, was in art school 2 years, but it was like 1, 2 days. It was more like hobby, like after school activities than school, and I really didn't enjoy it because I learned things I didn't want it. I want to make two body structures, shading, coloring, but I learned in that time with objects and so, and I wasn't interested at all, so I dropped out. And I was drawing things I like it. I started really dedicated drawing every day with because of Hinata. I love Hinata Hyuga from Naruto. I draw her so much in the blogs, in the notebooks, everywhere. She was my muse. She's the character I draw the most for my life. Like you can see already here in my progress sketchbook. Yeah, this is my little progress sketchbook. uh because I am very strict to myself, very cruel even, I can say. Many times I draw, I then 2 minutes later I just saying so many fucked up things to myself, then I drop the pencil later. But I love drawing so much that I pick it up again and draw. I'm drawing again and again because drawing is part of me. It's not anymore a hobby. It is like drinking to me, sleeping, or so on, or watching anime. It is something I love and it's part of my life. And even I try make hiatus for like 1 year, I always come back. My biggest hiatus I never take the pencil was 1 year. 1 year, just 1 year, and then I come back. And nowadays it is 3 days for me break from drawing. This is how much I love drawing. Okay, for VF Explain, I have 4,000 pages sketchbooks or comics or working in progress animation. I didn't edit it because I still feel motivated to these days. I have so much love to this comic series, despite nobody like it. It's just for me myself. And despite people didn't like it at all, I love it so much. And I think this is the what I mean. You know, like I said, this is not criticize Kadokawa contest at all, but it is show you that some rules really can this not district, but kind of limited the uh artist creativity, art style. Like I said, because there is size already made, you must have. I couldn't do. I couldn't do draw like I do because I am already used to do my size. I am used to already do my art style as well, and I make because every player is pretty much violet comic page, and I was thinking that I get this one page, I mean one shot took because this one shot is simple just romance. But then it was this new idea I wanted to put, and there is the comics that I that was very balanced and most talking about suicide, and not everybody wants to talk about it. And that's why I wanted to compress my feelings in these comic pages because if you know, I already have these very uncomfortable thoughts. You can read it here in my testament. Anyway, when I was reading these rules and trying the 3 days I had free, took to pencil and draw for this contest, I was like, I really was forcing myself to draw. It was not anymore I wanted to draw. It was forcing myself to draw. Maybe this contest is not for me, I was thinking. This contest can be for me. But just forcing myself to draw another mangas and make this and I don't know to follow the rules I don't want to follow. It was not working for me. Just wasn't working for me at all. And I was like, maybe I should drop it. It doesn't make sense. I have no motivation to win. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the winning prize. I don't care about the mangaka editors working out. I just wanted my comics to. I just wasn't. there, okay? It was like my all creativity, my all inspiration, motivation as artist was taken away. Just the simple rules and distraction. Like I said, this is not criticize Kadakawa contest at all. They have every rights to do it. It was like for me, maybe I am not suited for this. I want to be my own um boss, right? I am used to it. I am used to take breaks. I am used to make 10 pages to one day and the next day doesn't even put the pencil. I am very person who have not to regular schedule plan, okay? I just work in how much I want. And that's the key for me. Even my art is not amazing to anyone. It is amazing to me. Even my dream was to be comic creator and and show my dad and writing and doing comics can be much more than people think about. Unfortunately, it won't be never come true. I already have so many thoughts on my head with other things than making comics, which very destroying me. But that's not a video about it. Plus, I like to do some abstract pages. For example, this one, because there are hidden messages. I love it. I love to give high messages. I love to people reader who are reading these comics is actually to join the fun. Like for example, in Golden Apple, I made this fan fiction, and as well I made this um game. I would say game you can join. In there is another fan comics I have from your boyfriend. You will be mine, which I actually dropped and then I come to back later. Then I start this fan fiction, which has some codings and some hints as well. What will be next pages? Some more contents for Amy. I think this is the why I would never ever work like mangaka, like under the big firma or something, because there are so many rules, so many restrictions and I am not used to it. I am the person who is more for freedom to express myself, to do things because, like I said, maybe these things you can't use in the manga. Manga is in end just book, and I can make gifts pages, for example. There, I can make the course pages, for example. I can make these secret messages to all the people to join the games I made. But when I'm making my own manga, I mean stories, comics, then I have this freedom to do these things. Even my comic pages, unfortunately, never will be so popular. Like, for example, when you get it from big firma and company. And I am pretty sad because, like I said, I driving in all my life. I started serious making comic pages in 2019 when the COVID started, and it is already 7 years, and still I didn't hit any I would say no attention, more like the group of people who actually would enjoy my comic pages. And maybe I never will. My I don't know. My mind just was totally blocked out. I tried my best. I really tried to draw comic pages. Here's some in work in progress, but I just couldn't bring myself. I couldn't. I just couldn't. Even I wanted to just try and join, just let people to read my comic pages. I couldn't. It's kind of break in me. Something. Like maybe I never will be good. Maybe I am not meant to be artist. Maybe I am not meant to be comic artist. Maybe nobody ever will like my comics, nobody how much I try. And there were many, many terrible days I had. Yeah, I even moments of desperation. But there's still something in me which just say this person will discount the fate and tell me what to do and maybe give up my dreams, there is still in me will say fuck off. I will still do this. I want to do this. I love to do this. No matter how much people will fucking read this or care. I don't matter to world. I never will be. But I will matter to myself because all my life I was alone. And these stories make me sane, make me to keep up to living, make me smile. I think most motivated I ever was FEX player. I just love Alex's character so much that then I didn't even realize and she was carrying the story. In one shot, I already liked it, the art style so much that I was actually fan of my art, which is very, very hard to me because I'm very, very cruel to myself. Not even strict, I'm very cruel. Like, very. And because I have nobody who will say, oh, this is amazing, or this will support me, I always support myself. I say, yeah, this one artwork is not so bad. That's why I have even this progress sketchbook because like you can see there are very old arts of Inata and I just read out after year and year to see my progress, to see how much I changed, how much I progressed, right? Like my art style changed. And that's why I don't think you should ever throw your old art. You should carry on because you don't know, it can hit you some motivation. Or you can make like me, redraw, and I love redrawing the comics because I am not satisfied with my old art style. I did it a lot in comic pages, and I know many people say don't do this, but I just can't bring myself to like my old pages and in tapas or webtoon. I know. I said you should be much kinder to yourself, but like I said, I'm very cruel to myself, very strict. And I see this old pages and I say, I hate it, I must redraw it. And now I like it much more. And I redraw, for example, I made a Has-Been Hotel comics pages, fun comic pages. I was in that time I was more in Charlie and Alastor ship, but it was most like it was popular ship in nowadays. It's not anymore. It's more Radio Apple. And I'm multi-shipper. I'm not like auto shipper. I'm multi-shipper most of the time. And I read out one fucking comic pages like 3 times. And now I change it so much because not so fragile as you think this comic page was first time just into pencil. And it was because and I it was Charastal comics, but I changed after so many years and I don't ship Charastal anymore. So I changed to just make Charlie more likable character because they changed so much in season 1 and 2 and I missed this Charlie pilot girl where she is. So I changed it. And I love my red guy much more than the old style. I love the coloring I did. I still love like I gave to panels some colors, not just blank white. And I love this progress. And I think these comic pages I could never ever use or keep the manga like the physical comic book. And I think that's why I can't even join the KADOKAWA contest. Even I wanted, but I can't because it's against my art style. Because it's against things I love to draw and how to love to draw. I like the violence, but not in a way the gore one, the sadistic one, but much like to show how people suffer and show the characters' weak sides, how they suffer, and how you should feel bad for them. and so on. I like to talk or make comics about suicides because I relate to this theme so much as well. I am one who suffered suicide thoughts for 13 years. Nobody wants to speak out, but I will because people doesn't want to speak out and they shut out these thoughts. Then many people are afraid even open up and then and end their life because they think nobody will understand them because everybody doesn't want to talk about most human things what is suicide is. Because don't tell me there was not one single person in your life who wished to die. We all have existential crisis and we should talk about this much more. But this is not about this. What I mean is I can join the Kadakawa contest is because I like the things what they say I shouldn't do. I love the my size of webtoon series, what I put on my tapas. I like to make glitter animation. I like to experimenting with colors. That's me. And if I join this contest, it is not me anymore. I will force myself to something I don't like. And I know as well many other artists this is the worst thing you can do is force yourself to do something you don't like. That's why some people doesn't even if they need money, they don't do everything for the commission. They still have things what they don't like to draw, and you should uh, respect it. Not everybody can draw mecha, or not everybody are comfortable with color, and it's okay. You should respect it. So yeah, this is my opinion. This is my comic pages, and I don't know if I ever put one shot of Smarting doesn't Smarting Smarters or the comic of Why Dead is So Beautiful. I don't know. Maybe never, maybe will. But until then, you can enjoy my other comic pages and order my comic series if you want to waste time and read it. Not forcing, not any pressure, because I don't think people should read something what they don't like. But if you even enjoy little art style of mine, it will make me happy if you just take little of your time and read my comic pages. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to shout out. In Golden Apple, I use my nation language, and there were rules that there can only be French, Spain, English, and Japanese, or no dialogue. I don't know, maybe I am wrong, but this is other thing. I love languages, and not just my native, I mean other languages. Like for example, Germany. For example, France. For example, I love English is not my native. I love my own language. I love Japanese as well, and I love Russia as well, Russian language as well, and other Slavic languages. I like these languages. Like languages is so pretty. No matter what, every language is special in their own way. France is like poetic way. Russian is more like singing way. And then you have fucking Germany with like fucking rockstar or metal. It's very good in all their special way. So yeah, I want to put in my stories as well to other languages. I even tried to make my my original work and then I make the other languages, the original translation for all of them, because not everybody like to read in English, and that's absolutely okay. I would love to read in my own language as well, but yeah, my country is much smaller. Now everybody are into it. So yeah, this is only thing I complain, but more I complain is much more my honest opinion. But if there are any other artists who are absolutely okay with it, then I recommend you to join and maybe you will win your first place. Who knows? Maybe you will be the next biggest mangaka ever. And even if I want to be, At least I will be myself, and I will draw whatever I want, whatever I love, no matter what people say, no matter if world doesn't like it. I am that I am, right? I am myself, and that's only things what matters. So yeah, bye.